everyone, it's Affy, and today I am here to do my March, gosh, it's already March, my March TBR. I have 11 books here for March. I don't know that I will get through all of them, but these are the books I plan to read. So yeah, it's not too big of a list. I am mostly finishing or going through series that I'm currently working my way through. So a lot of these books are basically just books that are part of series that I'm currently reading. So yeah, I won't chat too much. I will just hop into it. I'm not really going to talk about what the books are about because, I'm going to do that when I do my review. So I will just kind of show you the books and tell you what series they're from and a little bit more information. The first book that I have here to read for March is by Lisa Kleypas. This is Chasing Cassandra. This is part of the Ravenels series. So this is like I was saying, the third book in the Ravenels series. I'm pretty sure this book is about Cassandra, of course. She's one of the twins. There is the twin sisters. It's Cassandra and Pandora is her sister. And they are funny. They are just sweet young girls. They are about 18 or 19 years old. And this is Cassandra's story. So I'm looking forward to this one. She's super cute and super sweet. So I'm excited to read her book. So the next book I have on the docket for March is by Karen Rainey. This is So in Love. This is the fifth book in the Highland Lords series. And this book is about a French woman. This is a second chance romance. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. But we've got a French woman and a Highlander, which is not a story that I've heard before. It's very rare that we have French people in general in historical romances. So it's rare to have French characters in historical romances. So that should be quite interesting. But I'm looking forward to this one. They get torn apart by a situation and they come back together 10 years later, and I'm really excited about this one. This is the last book in this series, which I have very much enjoyed. I think I had 1 3-star in the series. Everything else has been 4 and 5 stars. So I'm kind of sad the series is going to be over, but I'm still looking forward to this book. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The next book that I have here is by Sarah McLean. This is Never Judge a Lady by Her Cover. This is part of the Rules of Scoundrels series. And this is basically about a woman who has been ruined in the eyes of society, but she happens to be the owner of a gaming hell. She is obviously, no one knows this because she's a woman running a gaming hell. And the hero kind of comes in and upturns her life, and I'm assuming he's the reason she gets caught. I don't know, but that's just what I'm assuming. But this one should be interesting. I don't know this character as far as characters in the past of the series. The last few characters have been connected to one another, and this character I don't think is connected to any of the other characters in the previous books. At least I don't recognize her name or his name, to be honest. But still excited about this one. The fact that she is the gaming den or gaming hell owner, and she's kind of a secret gaming hell owner. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So looking forward to this one as well. So the next book that I have here is by Beverly Jenkins. This is part of the Old West series. This is the last book in the series, and this is called Tempest. And in this book, we have the younger sister of the girl from the second book, and she has been writing letters to a man, and she decides that she is going to marry this man that she hasn't met. And so she goes to, I believe, Kansas? Nope, Wyoming. She goes to Wyoming. She's basically a mail order bride, and I'm interested in this one. She's an interesting character, so I'm hoping this one will be a pretty fun one. I haven't been too into this series, so I'm hoping this one will give me a little more than the other two books have given me. But I'm still excited to read it. It's the last book in the series, so I'm also excited to just finish the series. The next book that I have here is by one of my favorite historical romance authors, and from what I've heard, this is a retelling. So this is Stacy Reid, An Earl to Remember, and this is apparently a retelling of Overboard, which is a movie, I believe, with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. It's like an older movie from like the 70s or something. It might have been redone. I don't remember. But this one is supposed to be really funny from what everybody who's read it has said. There's some memory loss in here, so amnesia, and it's Stacy Reid, so I'm excited to read it based off of that in and of itself. But I've heard a lot of good things about this book, so I'm excited. Written by my new favorite author, which is Lorraine Heath. This is In Bed with the Devil. And this is part of the Scoundrels of St. James series. So I'm just reading the next series that I have by her. Honestly, I've heard so many good things about this series, just like the last one, which was really good. So I'm just moving on to a new Lorraine Heath series, and I'm pretty sure this one's going to be just as great as the last one. I didn't realize this, but there is a step back on the back of the book there. But I'm excited just because it's Lorraine Heath and I have loved everything she's done so far. So I'm really excited about this one, like really excited about this one. The next book that I have here is by Elizabeth Hoyt. This is Wicked Intentions. This is the first book in the Maiden Lane series, which is probably her most well-known series, I believe. I like Elizabeth Hoyt's writing style, so I'm looking forward to this one. And I believe this has a step back as well. I keep forgetting to show the step backs. Oh, this is a 2-page step back. That's pretty nice. So this one should be interesting. I think there's a lot of books in this series. Like, I have the whole series, and I feel like there's like 6 or 7 books so far in the series, at least that I know of. So this one's gonna take me a while to get through, but I'm still excited about it. I have heard a lot of good things about this series, so pretty excited and looking forward to this one. The next book that I have here is by Joanna Shoup. This is Magnate. This is the first book in the Knickerbocker Club. And this is an older series of Joanna Shoup's. I believe this is obviously Gilded Age, because that's what Joanna Shoup writes. And I'm thinking most of these men are men that have kind of worked their way from the bottom. There are 4 books in this series, and this is one of her older series, so I'm pretty interested in this one. I haven't heard much about it, so I'm hoping that I will be one of the first people to be able to kind of bring this series to light. So the next book I plan to read in March is by Diana Quincy. This is the last book in the Clandestine Affairs series. Third and last book, I believe. But this is The Marquess Makes His Move. and I have heard a little bit about this one. Our heroine is a map maker, and our hero goes undercover. Apparently, she does a map wrong, and it ends up affecting his land, and so he gets upset and decides he's going to go undercover as like a footman or something in her house. This next book is by Kate Bateman, and this is part of the Ruthless Rival series. This is A Reckless Match. This is the first book in this series, and this is about two rival families. And this first book looks like it's going to be really interesting because if you can see there, she is pregnant, and so I'm guessing a guy and a girl from each family, our hero and heroine, are going to get together, have a baby, and that's probably going to cause a lot of issues. So I'm thinking this one is going to be very angsty, and I love angst. So I am looking forward to this one a lot. The last book that I have here is by the author of Lord of Scoundrels, which I just read, and that is Loretta Chase. This is Silk for Seduction, and this is part of the Dressmakers series, I believe is what it's called. So it's a series about dressmakers, which is something a little bit different, although I think someone else, Maya Rodell, I think, also has a series about dressmakers, and I read one of those books, so that one was pretty interesting. I'm hoping this will be interesting as well. I love fashion, so I'm assuming this is going to be a very fashionable book, and yeah, I'm interested to see what else Loretta Chase has out there and whether, you know, the rest of her writing is just as good as Lord of Scoundrels. And yeah, looking forward to this one. So the day I'm posting this is going to be my birthday, and so if you have made it to the end of this video, please leave me a balloon emoji. And if you have any thoughts on any of the books that I plan to read this month, let me know. If you've read some of these, give me some deets and information on how you felt about it. Not too much, because I don't want you to ruin my reading experience, but let me know kind of, you know, what you think of the book. And yeah, otherwise I am hoping that this will be a good reading month, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.